Hello. I'll be doing a series of videos on my battle with the mice here. Constant war, living in the range. Sometimes it's not a big deal. Sometimes it gets worse. They love this Toyota. They fucking love it. And I don't store food in it except in sealed containers. My cold, my dry food are stored. So there's no reason that they'd want to be in here except that they like shelter and they like the warmth of a truck that's been running. So you got to do things to mitigate that. Putting your hood up helps because they won't come in here and make a nest if it's open, like they did in the truck that I live in. I've discarded the nest, but all of this was filled with sticks and shit where the battery was. There's always rat shit in here, and it's super irritating. They won't stay out of anything. They actually stay out of the house. I got the house sealed up tight. There's tiny little cracks. Very rarely will you see a mouse turd in there, but one of the things that I did, because I am doing everything on the internet, and nothing works. I know from previous experience with mice in a city, they don't give a shit about sonic anything. They don't give a shit about lights. They do not give a shit about any sort of smells, whether it's peppermint or cinnamon or bounce dryer sheets or the other 90 things that people swear by. I think it's a coincidence. They put something out, it's like a superstition, and the mice happen to leave or die. Oh, that thing I did worked. Well, in reality, I'm going to try everything. I'm going to try a lot of it on camera here. Cayenne pepper. I got a shit ton of it. Like $40 worth. If you can see in here, this crack, I littered the whole vehicle with this cayenne powder. I am not even convinced that they have the receptors to notice this. I'll show you why. The vehicle has been filled with this powder for 4 days now. I spent a couple $100 buying various traps and things. You can see I've got a good coat of fucking cayenne powder. That was all over here. And then I find something's getting chewed up. And here we got mice turds. Because everywhere they go, they leave a fucking trail of shit because they're monstrous, horrible creatures. I had a big problem in Chicago with monstrous, horrible creatures and how they created a huge mouse problem in my building. It's a big part of why I left, that I was not able to control the situation in my own apartment, and that somebody that I trusted for 20 years was trying to steal my deposit. But that's a different kind of vermin, and I'm not in a position to exterminate it. I am concerned with poison. To some extent, I have to poison inside the cab, but a couple times I found a dead mouse somewhere. I take it away and bury it because I don't want animals eating it. Certainly I don't want my ravens eating it. And I've had to. They noticed one first before they were going toward it, and I caught it before they could get to it. They were pissed off at me. I do take some kitchen scraps and stuff from a place where I sometimes work, and I put it out for the ravens. They come within a few minutes usually. I can watch them eat from the truck. That's not contributing to my mouse problem. All of that will be gone. Every fucking scrap will be gone as soon as they show up. Wonderful creatures. So I'm going to keep looking at the cayenne powder and see if it mitigates anything at all. I mean, yeah, 3 mouse turds as opposed to 30 mouse turds, it could be doing something, but I'm doubting it. I'll give it a week maybe, and then I'll go on to the next thing, which would be baking soda. I've also got some live traps here and there with the intent of doing horrifying experimentation on my victims when I catch them. Yeah, I'm a bastard, but fucking one of the things you'll see on the internet, how to humanely kill mice. I don't give a fuck about humane. They've been torturing me for years. And I can't escape them here. This whole field's full of them. They're everywhere. Some years are worse, like I said. I don't want to poison them because they are the base of the food chain. I don't want coyotes or owls, which I love. I get to hear my owls in the morning. Or my ravens or whatever else. I don't want them eating shit that... This car is possessed. The truck doors will close whenever they want. Side note. Hopefully I won't have it closed one day and take off my damn arm. Anyway, baking soda is supposed to be good because it reacts with their acid, and allegedly they aren't able to fart it or burp it out. And then their little tummies rupture, which I'm going to experiment with and see if that works. And that wouldn't poison anything. One of the poisons that I have just dries them out. It doesn't make them bleed internally like a lot of them do. And that drying out process allegedly can't be passed on to the next animal that eats it. So I'm trying that too. I'm going to try everything. I'm going to document a bunch of it. And meanwhile, I'm going to be freaking dealing with my tiny mouse turds and my chewed up paper towels. I haven't been in my trailer for nearly a year. I seal it up really well so the casual thieves don't get into it. You know, you're not getting in there with a screwdriver. You're going to need tools. But that means it's really inconvenient for me to open it up. I'm not going to describe the whole process, but there's a bunch to it, and it involves a drill and a shovel. At some point, I got to open that up, and I just hope they haven't eaten all my old clothes. My suits, my good shirts, my good shoes. I've also got a bunch of books in there. Not much else. It's a 20-foot long trailer, and I could probably fit everything in it in 5 foot. Anything that I think of as more valuable is either with me all the time or it's in my storage facility in Sholo, which is as close as I could get a storage facility. Snowflake had one for more money. Holbrook has nothing and never has. There are 3 storage facilities. They're always full completely. I think that's because so many people live out there and have similar problems with thieves. The thief issue is huge here. I've been lucky so far, but I don't count on that. House is sealed up too. I haven't been in there for a minute. Once the truck situation is dealt with, then I will open up the house again and fix the roof. There's a lizard up there. Big one. Hello there, good morning. The roof's got to come off. I have some access to solar now. Me not paying attention to this house means that mouse have settled in here. So I'm going to do something about that if I move back in. The house proper, the interior there is sealed tight. What I would like to do, since that top room is only about 4 feet tall, in the future, I'd like to raise that roof a couple of feet and put windows all the way around. Now, if I had windows all the way around, then I could sleep in there comfortably. I need to be able to see what's going on out here. And it's also interesting that just a few feet difference changes the whole outlook on this place. You can see so much more. Meanwhile, I'll keep staying in the Suburban. It's plenty comfortable, except for the vermin.